What's up guys, it's your boy Dreg. So I apologize if my previous videos were just boring nuke gameplays. I really tried to play S&D while on vacation, but it's just not possible to get good clips on ATMS. So I've been having a lot of comments on how I make thumbnails, and I mean a lot. So for today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make Call of Duty mobile thumbnails or wallpapers the big dick way. Now there are three types of thumbnails we content creators make. At first we got the sweat thumbnail. The sweat thumbnail regularly contains non-searchable titles and motion blurring the fuck out of their background. For example, Hanzo. Second is the operator thumbnail, which is technically a thumbnail with your favorite operators being shown, most commonly used by Broken. And the third one is the fonted thumbnails. You know, the ones that's highly saturated and has text all over. You know, the Ferg, Bubba Plays jokes, the kind of vibe. But I'm not going to teach you how they make them. I'm going to teach you how I make them. Now let's go to step number 1. Step 1, you go to graphics and you put that shit on the highest level possible. If you're gonna ask why, because I like my thumbnails as wallpaperish and photorealistic as possible, so basically my thumbnails won't be possible without max graphics. Now, before some random human being says, "Oh Dreg, you don't need max graphics to make good thumbnails," I put labels, effort, and standards in every work I do, so I can make myself better each and every time I do it. So yeah, shut the fuck now. For step number 2 is we pick a map. We can't just use any map for photorealistic thumbnails. We need to use high quality maps, and it should have a good blend with the gun or skin you're using. For example, if the map is kind of yellow, diamond camo would definitely work better on that certain map. Now, as you can see, I'm currently using a Damascus AGR. So the Damascus AGR has a lot of plastic labels on it, and Damascus stands out pretty good. So what I'll do is find a map where it looks significantly blended with the gun. My gun should adapt with the environment. Now, I feel like making thumbnails in Crash. Now why Crash? The map has dark areas, shadowed areas, and the consistent blend in the environment, not to mention the insane quality of the map. Now, the first thing you'll see me doing after queuing is to start recording and change HUDs. You obviously won't see me recording because I already am. I use the auto fire HUD for making thumbnails, just so the view would be more precise. Now, the second thing I do is find an angle. You can't just find the random sky then inspect the living shit out of your gun. You need to find the perfect angle for your mood. Now, for that shit you need to find a place where there's good sunlight and a good shade so you can toy around with the coloring of your gun. Now this might look like a good spot, but not for me. The car and the gun just doesn't mix well together. Now this area seems attached to the gun, so this is where I'll do the weapon inspect animation. Now for the operator thumbnail. Basically the same, just find the spot, then emote the living shit out of the area. This spot seems blended for the character. Yep. So at this point I'm just going to screenshot the potential thumbnails, so I'm gonna fast forward things up. Now what I do by thumbnail making is use crop to find a good angle for the gun, then use draw to delete the other layers that seems unnecessary. So for some fucking reason I can't use effects while recording, it keeps blacking out. So what I do during motion blur is put everything at 0 except distance. I keep distance at 20. It's just my vibe. Now, I just use erase to remove the motion blur in the gun so that the gun stands out during a thumbnail. Then that's just it. No other extracurricular activities. And that's just it. No effects, no extracurricular filters, nothing. Just plain VOB. So for the fonted thumbnails, I just use the text. See, it blacked out after I pressed the OK. Now, what I do during the fonted thumbnails thing, I use text and put it on the top of the gun. Then I use lemon milk as font. Yep. Then the size doesn't matter. I just use what looks good on the thumbnail. And that's just it. There's no particular filter I use. I just use anything I feel like using. So I basically do the same thing on character thumbnails. Just, crop the shit and blah blah blah. You already know the vibe. You just gotta find the right angle, bruh. That's all that is. Now, this is what my thumbnails look like after editing. So that will be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I helped some tubers out there. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I upload every Philippine weekdays. So yeah, subscribe.